All right, so in today's video, we are watching a Plat 4 Widow Sombra Hanzo, who also happens to be one of my editors. It says, I've edited enough of your spectating videos to absorb a thing or two about the game. Obviously, I'm no top 500 DPS, but I climbed all the way into Masters a few seasons ago, and now I feel like I'm almost hard stuck between Plat 5 to Plat 2. I'm sure you can find a lot of ways to rip apart my gameplay. Overall, just anything you notice that could help me out would be really helpful. Without spoiling too much, it was a close game, and I feel like our tank could have a better counter swap in the game to deal with the other team's comp, but I'm sure I could have done some things to diff to help out. Wait, I mean, this game was totally our tank's fault, and I did everything perfectly. My team did nothing. The whole insert other buzzwords here. Also, something happens in overtime that I think you'll enjoy. All right. Here we go. Let's see how this goes. What is this angle? I'm loving it. Like, holy crap. What game are you playing? Is this Overwatch or?
It's time to spin my web.
I can't believe that worked. What in the world was that patience? Okay, there you go. That's more like it. I don't know what game you were playing right there. Yeah, be careful, by the way. So whenever you get an early pick as Widow, I think a lot of people... when you get an early pick, the best thing you can do is get out ASAP.
Just wanted to say thank you for your spectating series. I climbed from Bronze 5 to Plat 5 in the span of 3 seasons cause of them. So, thank you.
Kim, thanks for the 5 months of different. Thank you, and heck yeah, I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Good job. Yeah, what you said that part's not going to be in the video? Listen, we're gonna make Trev. This is gonna be Trev's video. Imagine having Trev has to edit his own spectating. Good job. I mean, going Sombra here isn't necessarily a bad play. If you feel like they're going to dive you on Widow and they're running Mercy's End, like, you actually made a fairly good swap to Sombra because they're going to run in the Mercy's End. Okay, let's see how this goes now. What rank? Plat. And keep in mind, Mercy's End is just a comp that doesn't have as much healing output there, so, like, this is good. You know what I need to know? Where do you get the tracers to stand on the cart AFK and push the cart? I can't get anybody to push the cart in my games. I have 1,234 hours of objective time. Where are people finding these players that will go on the objective? Hack the health pack if you need to. Oh, wait, you don't need to lead with a hack. I know you were trying to stop the res, but at a certain point, you're not going to be able to hack that res. So just try to lead with the virus into a damage. Like, at a certain point, if Mercy goes for a res and you can't do anything about the hack, just kill the Mercy. Right now, you at least trade out the res. You know what I'm saying? Did you play the objective? That's good to know, because I'm telling you, I can't get people to do it. Yes, you generally want to start with, from my understanding, and this is when we had Fitzy in the chat, it's good to lead off with the virus because you don't necessarily need the hack to prevent anything. The burst damage, especially with virus being like even buffed more so now, you want to lead off with virus and just go into the damage. The hack will be a bit more niche in that kind of like lead off situation, but like that's kind of what people aim for with that. Does that make sense? Now it's the other DPS. How do you go from the Tracer AFK in the cart to the Genji? Honestly, that Genji just rolls you, so you were expecting them to do what the Tracer did.
Trying to keep me out?
But yeah, I'm sure that was the call out in this game. Hey, can you stand AFK in the cart and pretend you're not there? Like that hack on the Tracer, by the way, is an example of like where you could lead off with a hack, right? Like that's a good example of where you can lead off with a hack rather than lead off with a virus onto the Tracer. Do you see what I mean? Like that's fine, right? Tracer's a little bit out of position. You're in a spot. Be careful of your position. Remember, it's really... That play that Trev just did where he went under the top of the wall, I do that all the time. All right, get out of there. Translocate out. Nice. By the way, in that situation, don't be afraid to translocate towards your team, and the reason being is, like, they could still follow up on you if they see you there. 3, 2, 1, and EMP. Good EMP. Go for the Zen. Nice job. Good EMP. EMP was good there. Yeah, that's all I got on that one. Just a good EMP. Nice job. Yummy, thanks for the 100%. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yep. Remember, lead off with your virus more. Does bubble remove hack? Yes. Hindsight, you translocate out of there the moment they blade you. Yeah. I mean, that's the hindsight of that, but... Yeah, bubble's a cleanse. Like right there, that's that's another example of like where you can lead off with a hack because it's on a Zarya. So what you want to do at that point is you hack the Zarya so that way there's like a bubble time and they don't have, and then you can burst their damage down before they can do that. If you lead off with damage, they might bubble first and you lose that opportunity. Like those are examples of like the niche moments where you lead off with a hack rather than just like a virus right away. Do you see what I'm saying? But a lot of the time you want to lead off with the virus because you're going to do enough damage to begin with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think you, if I'm correct, and I mean, Sombra players can kind of chime in on this, but I think you were leading off a virus even before the virus buffs. Good job recognizing they saw you there. I think you were already leading off with virus to begin with, before the hack play. Like you could count, it was always the play, and now it's even more so the play. Yes, sorry, I can get rid of the virus in that one. I would like to see you control health packs a little bit more. There you go. I mean, you let off with the virus, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I definitely would like to see you lead off with, or get some of that health pack control. And the reason being is because, now keep in mind, I'm not saying that to go around and hack health packs, that's not the play style as much anymore. But if you have the opportunity to grab one for whatever, what is it, 30 seconds it lasts for now? Why not? I find that sometimes, like, a health pack will save me on tank. If that isn't there, then next thing you know, you fall over. Yeah, your gameplay right now is you're kind of going in, like, this rotation, trying to make these plays. One thing that you need to focus on a little bit more in these plays is, like, what is the reason why you're going for the target? And I think right now, the why of going for a target doesn't seem to be there as much. You're kind of just going to a target and hoping for the best. But yeah, we'll see. Are you going Mei on Circuit Royale? Okay. Oh, nice shot. I mean, maybe it can work. He said he's a Fitzy fan because he's running the Mei Sombra. Hey, and you know, talking about editors, one of my other editors is also Fitzy's editor. Does all like Fitzy stuff. If you like the Fitzy Weekly, which by the way, random promotion of this, but we have been adding the weekly videos to our channel. So if you like seeing like highlight-based stuff and like funny like edits like that, that is the video to look for. That video is still going to take a while to build up because it's very new to the channel, but if you see the Emongg Weekly, that is what that is. It's made by the same, made by Cuber, who does the Fitzy Weekly. So, definitely worth the watch. They're a little bit different than what you've been seeing, but they're definitely worth the watch, I promise you. Well, I mean, I say I promise you on that one. I mean, maybe you don't like it, but I personally think they're good videos. Is this the Trev that edits for Lethamir? Yes. Danny, who's my YouTube manager, has known Trev for years. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you save that Mael and just Mael. I know you want to swap off because of the hero selection, but one thing I just want you to be careful of there is Mael is really strong and can win you a team fight. So I understand going back to Widow, but at the same time, I actually would have kept Mael. And I've always been kind of in the spot where like sometimes if the hero selection isn't going to be good, but I think like with the way they're playing that you use that there. All right, here we go. I would have kept that though. Here we go. Nice shot on the Tracer. I love how there's a Genji in spawn on you right now. Am I hearing this correctly? Is that Genji that committed to getting you in spawn that they were just sitting there the whole time? Absolutely not. I would never do that, Mr. Lal. It was he wanted to be able to clear up his schedule a bit more, so. Yep. And as we told the Danny, if after everything kind of, he's always welcome back. So that's what we told him. So he's absolutely welcome back after he's, you know, going through that process for a bit and doing all that stuff. So yeah. It's gonna be up to him. Yeah. Oh, the angle. Yep. You gotta remember, Danny's also, speaking of Lethamyr, Danny's a full-time editor for Lethamyr. So if you know, like, Lethamyr's like a really large Rocket League YouTuber. Nice shots. Okay, okay, man, you know what? I know you switched off the Mei, but there's a little bit of redemption arc happening right here. Nice shots. He's a full-time editor for Lethamyr too, so in Rocket League. He's like his editor, so. He definitely has a very busy schedule to begin with, so it just allows for him to have a little bit more time for what's, you know, for when he's having a baby in May. Nice shots there. Now you stand AFK in the card. You know what would be hilarious right now? You know what would be hilarious right now if someone went Sombra on their team and just two-shot you on the cart? Like, imagine that.
Step right up.
Okay, good positioning. You're using the high ground. I like to see this. I like to see this. This is good. Nice shot. Good patience. I mean, we already saw your patience earlier when you were holding that angle for an hour and a half. Okay. Rank is this plat?
No one can hide from my sight.
Did you miss when everyone wasn't good at Rocket League? I mean, I'm still not good at Rocket League, so. Remember, they can hear your footsteps really easily here, so when you're going for flanks like this is going to be a little bit out of position. And that's generally why the Tracer just gets you right here. It's like, I want you to think about when you're going against a Widow, you know how you can just hear the Widow the whole time stomping around? That's basically what just happened right there. So I want you to kind of focus on, like, understanding your position a little bit better there. As Widow, it's always okay to back away and get out than having to commit in, because you have the range, and then, like, at a certain point, what makes Widow so strong is your grapple. Your grapple can get you out. I mean, obviously, like, Widow can hit headshots, and I'm saying, but, like, your grapple is what makes it so difficult to play against a good Widow, is because they can get out even when you die. So rather than kind of committing in there, kind of try to get out, and then maybe you get a play off of that. Positioning's fine. I mean, this is Widow gameplay, and we've seen your patience, so.
Into the iris.
Wow. Oh, yeah, that's a good call, Trevin. Yep, wow, that was something. I'm trying to, like, for you at this point, if they're going to keep diving you like they are, you may want to get off of Widow again for just a little. Yeah, there you go. Went Hanzo, which is an interesting swap, but we'll see how it goes. If they have somebody committed to going for you the whole time, eventually there's a spot where, like, is it worth staying on Widow? You had your moment on Widow where, like, it played well. Second point, you can find that Widow may struggle a little bit, and then you make that swap. So it's good that you made the swap. Maybe you've been a little bit too late of a swap, but I was going to give you that Nice. Wonderful. That's always great to see. Huge res. Hitting your storm arrows? What is this? I don't know how to do that. Woo, okay.
Precision. Dragon stirs within me. I'll fight them.
Not bad. What rank is this plat? We're watching. Remember, we talk about position a little bit. So I want you to focus on where you're at in the cart in a second, and I want you to start taking angles. So I'm gonna pause for a second after this. And good help, by the way. Just remember, as a DPS player, the reason why you take angles, you hear us talk about angles all the time, is because you have it makes them have to worry about more things. Now, obviously, you're battling the Tracer, so I'm like okay with that. But what I want to point out to you is that the reason why you create angles like this is to make it so they have to worry about 2 different ways. Or maybe even 3, right? So just remember sometimes that after you get that Tracer and use your ult, this is just more of like a, kind of remember this if you're not battling a Tracer. It's good to go and like take angles to make them have to worry about too many different things. But that's very niche there because you're obviously having a good team fight here, but yeah. And you're going to win it to begin with. Yep. What do you have now? No ults. Don't stack cart here. You don't have to stack cart. You don't need to be on cart. I want to see you go for a little bit more aggressive play, even if that aggressive play is climbing up to the high ground on the bridge. Make them have to worry about multiple things. Don't play into the strategy of just sitting behind an Orisa like you're playing with a Reinhardt. Nice shot. You can do the same thing from the high ground. You have a Mercy with you. You're going to have a little bit more opportunity. So, like, don't be afraid to take a little bit. Just even a slight high ground adjustment is good. Nice. Good patience. I gotta give you credit on your patience level, because you certainly have that. I can tell you right now, me on Hanzo or Widow, I am not holding the angles as long. Not that it's a bad thing. That's just why I. A little bit too aggro. I mean, that's just you know that there. You saw. A little bit too aggressive. You don't need to do that.
This ends now.
Nice. Storm Arrow. Not a bad attack for you. Not a bad attack. Not bad at all. You've had some good moments here. You know what my favorite part is? About that whole play right there is, why did every single person just forget? Why did every single person there just forget about the Zenyatta that was flanking? Like, not one person even cared about that Zenyatta. They're like, whatever. Whatever. Like, I'm not saying that was like a make or break, but like, the Zenyatta was just right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Everyone's like, I'll be fine. Someone will take care of that Zen. I don't have to worry about it. That's how you lose team fights. I'm not saying you would have, but that is certainly how you do. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I feel like they should have been able to kill the Zenyatta behind. I'm not saying it was make or break. It's just, all right, here we go. Widow to start, no May. Nice shot. You know what my favorite part about that is like that wouldn't have even been like in the kill cam, right? That wouldn't have been in the kill cam or the play of the game. That was just purely like, you're like, you know what? I am proud of this limb. Let's do this. Nice shot though. I love that. I love that. Yeah, that started like that like play of the game thing sometime last year, like right at the beginning of Overwatch 2. Somebody had to play the game with that, and then that was the thing. So you don't worry, he's definitely added that in. Oh, 100%. Nice shots. I gotta give you credit. You've been hitting your shots. What spray? Oh, yeah, no spray. Oh, come on. Now I'm disappointed. What spray's that?
10 seconds remaining. We've wasted enough time.
Ooh. Good shots. Watch it. This is plat. No, I just don't think you would have saw that in the kill cam timing, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think, like, that you wouldn't see that in the kill cam timing. I don't think you would. You just got rolled there. One of the issues that I will say for you is that your position is very much like, you almost have like a very static position, and what I mean by that is you just kind of stand on the cart and you don't really go for map control a lot of the time. What I would like to see from you going forward is that your mechanics are there with the aim. You can clearly see that. But I feel like you're not giving yourselves opportunities by taking angles or by actually trying to go make plays. You're waiting for the plays to come to you. Outside of on Widow, of course, like that shot on Tracer, but like you're waiting for the plays to almost come to you. You're not creating your own plays sometimes. And I think when you start to do that, you can do both the pop-off moment of when they're on the cart and then also when you're making angles. And I think you'll start to see more climbing. When you play 2 default like that, that's how you have, like, there'll be too much inconsistency. But yeah, not too bad so far. Let's see how your defense goes now on Hanzo. Let's see how it goes. Thank you. Nice shot. Yeah, you're very patient with your aim, which isn't a bad thing on DPS. I talk about that sometimes, being patient. This is what I mean. Like, it's very patient. Okay, good start. That's why I want to see you use this aim that you have to also create plays. You know what I mean? Like, you can have more playmaking ability. What rank is this? Plat. Like, you can have more playmaking ability, is what I'm saying. I feel like you almost limit yourself on the plays that you can make. Uh-oh. See what I mean? See how you're like, you're playing static on your team, and then now you die to a Zarya on Circuit Royale? Like, do you see what I'm, like... That's why I'm saying, like, you have the ability to go and take these high grounds and go play around the map, but you just stay there, like, static on the cart. Like, you're playing Cassidy almost, right? Like, Cassidy, you'll have more position like that, but you have the extra, like... Cassidy can survive that. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Wow, that was a really good storm arrow by the Genji right there. They really... If you didn't notice, chat, by the way, the Genji deflected the storm arrows and killed a Soldier 76. Want to point that out. All right, here we go. Nice shot. You gotta get to that cart ASAP. Nice shot. And you know what? It happens. That's, yeah. Remember, you don't have to be the one on cart. Your teammates are there. Yep. Wait a second.
It is not my time yet.
Okay, you lost that. Okay, so we'll talk about this very quickly because I feel like I kind of explained it like fairly well for you. I think your aim's good. You're making plays. You're doing a lot of really good things. But I feel like you're really limited in your playmaking ability. And when you limit your playmaking ability as much as you are, you're going to struggle to make those plays consistently. And that's really what I'm seeing out of you. Is like I want to see you just go and take high grounds. Be more aggressive. Go and do these things that will be helpful for you because your aim is good, but you're not allowing yourself to go and make it so the other team is constantly have to worry about that aim that you have. That was your issue. Your positioning, your inability to go and try to make plays, you're waiting for the plays to come to you. I think when you start to go and make more plays, you'll actually pop off and you'll start to see that climb again. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. Oh, and also leave a comment. All that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That's where you would do that, amongst other things. We also record these live on stream. If you look below the webcam, you can see the Twitch chat. So stop by. We have a lot of fun here. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.